Each piece of art is so precise, so delicate. And this painting of Picasso's Weeping Woman is inside the eye of a needle, and it measures across about 0.5 millimeter. It's that tiny. When I was putting this together, when I was creating this, I almost had a heart attack. I was bringing my tools together to paint and create this little miniature masterpiece, and my tools brushed together accidentally, and then I ripped 1/3 of this painting away. I'd almost finished it, but then I destroyed half of it. I had to find tiny fragments of this painting, and I had to stitch them back together. My name is David A Lindon. I am the micro artist from Bournemouth. I am currently holding 12 Guinness World Record titles. I am a micro artist. I create paintings and sculptures so small you fit them into the eye of a needle. But it's a miniature red arrow, the smallest sculpture of an aircraft, a Guinness World Record, on a solid gold pin. There we go, that's SpongeBob on top of a head of a pin. SpongeBob SquarePants, to give him his full title, and he is another Guinness World Record. He's the smallest TV character. He's actually got teeth, and he's got tonsils and a tongue, and his eyelashes are made of carbon fibre. In this jar I have a collection of several artworks, but one in particular I'd like to show you today, and that is the smallest handmade illuminated sculpture. It's a recreation of the Golden Temple of Amritsar in Punjab, India. It's 1.5 millimeters by 0.75 millimeters, very tiny. And this was created by me, and the record was announced in 12th of March 2025. I'm going to close the curtains, so that will give you the full effect when I light up the Golden Temple of Amritsar. I have a whole collection of tools. I have a mini toolbox, the same as you'd have at home in your garage, only mine are literally micro size, and I have to keep remaking them because they are so delicate. They break very often. But this is one which I'm just going to quickly create for you. So this is a acupuncture needle. And I just snapped it to shorten it, just snapped it in half. I'm just going to grind the end a little bit. So now I'm forming a rather nice point on the end. In fact, I think this could be a little knife. These tools are so delicate. They're literally microns across in size. And this, I can use it as a chisel or a cutting tool. This is carborundum, rainbow carborundum, which is also known as silicon carbide. It's one of the hardest materials known to man. I think it's second hardest only to diamond. And this material, I can use this to create chisels and picks, and I can use this to also create sculptures. And then these tiny pieces, so then look at these under a microscope, and I would see if there was anything which I could use either in shape or in sharpness. I spent hours sorting through to find something which is the right shape or size for whatever task that I'm looking to have it achieve. One of the things I like to do, I like to practice holding the points of needles together. It allows me to prove and improve my dexterity and my endurance. I do this sometimes for hours at a time. This is the current handmade smallest sculpture in the world. This is a little Lego brick. There's two here. The smaller one is the world record. It just looks like a little tiny red blob, but it's the same size as a white blood cell. It measures 21 by 25 microns. Fortunately, that record, well, I've beaten it. I've created something literally half the size. This is a very tiny, smiley face. This measures 11 by 12 microns. It's a smiley face, and it's set on a micro dot on the eye of Her Majesty the Queen on a first-class stamp. On my wrist, I have created a watch with 3 paintings inside. This is the world's smallest art gallery. On my wrist, a wearable art gallery is Vincent's sunflowers, Starry Night, and self-portrait felt hat. Inside this dome, I've recreated Beetlejuice. I've got to be careful not to say that word too many times, otherwise he might appear. This Beetlejuice worm was created by my brilliant daughter, David A Lindon. But we've made the stand and the artwork. The worm is my daughter, so it's a collaboration between artists, all local artists from Bournemouth. At the end of the corridor, I have the world's smallest zoo. Ta-da! 24 micro masterpieces, all inside the eye of a needle, mounted in front of magnifiers with sound and light. It's an exhibition which has already travelled around the UK. This tower, we have a Guinness World Record. It's the smallest handmade sculpture of an invertebrate. And that is a peacock butterfly. We have 4 meerkats. The smallest handmade sculpture of a bird is Emperor Penguin, the dimensions 0.25 by 0.3. This particular red-eyed tree frog is the smallest handmade sculpture of an amphibian. The smallest handmade sculpture of a reptile, which is a panther chameleon.